Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Jack Hammer, and today we have some breaking news coming from ESPN's Adam Schefter. According to Adam Schefter, the 49ers are signing former Dallas Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown. Brown spent 7 seasons as a member of the Cowboys after being selected in the 6th round of the 2016 draft. Over the course of 94 games with the Cowboys, Brown recorded 9 interceptions. He also, over these last 4 seasons, has allowed a quarterback rating of over 90 just once. So he's been pretty good in that category as well. In addition to the interceptions and the good passer rating that he's been able to allow, Brown has recorded 59 passes defensed and forced 5 fumbles. Now, here's the bad part with Anthony Brown. He tore his Achilles last season in week 13. Unfortunately for Brown, he wasn't able to cash in. It was the last year of his contract. That injury not allowing him to get the big contract that he likely would have been able to get. So instead, he ended up signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, was spending the beginning of this season on the Steelers practice squad. They released him recently. The 49ers bringing him in for a workout on Saturday. They had a chance to meet with him. You know, when you look at Anthony Brown, this is the guy who provides the 49ers with the kind of depth that they look for in their depth pieces, especially at cornerback, because Brown has that ability to play both inside and outside. Now, as a member of the Cowboys, Brown played 4,841 total defensive snaps. Of those snaps, 3,154 came while playing outside on the boundary. The other 1,274 inside in the slot. And that's what the 49ers look for, whether it's a defensive back, a defensive lineman, even their backup offensive lineman. They need guys that can play multiple spots. Anthony Brown fits that bill. And then, you know, you look at it, as far as that injury goes, like I said, Brown met with the 49ers on Saturday. The 49ers then met with Bradley Roby, another veteran cornerback, yesterday. They chose to go with Anthony Brown. So what that tells you is they must feel good about Brown's health right now, coming off of that torn Achilles last season. They must feel like he could step in, especially with adding him directly to their 53-man roster. Now remember, the 49ers had that roster spot available to him because quarterback Samuel Womack had to be placed on the IR with a knee injury. So they had that opening on their roster. On Sunday, the 49ers filled that spot by elevating Trey Swilling from their practice squad to the active roster, and he was active in the game against the Rams on Sunday. Now, moving forward, it looks like that'll be Anthony Brown. Also, another roster note for the 49ers, the team losing Quantrez Knight off of its practice squad yesterday. Knight had a pretty good, solid off-season training camp, but he just could not break through on the 49ers roster. And like I said, last week they had an opportunity to elevate him if they felt like it was necessary, but instead they chose Trey Swilling over Quantrez Knight. So, you know, take it all for what it's worth. The 49ers having to reshuffle the back end of their defensive back room here as you get ready for this Thursday night contest coming up against the New York Giants. And then over these next probably about 4 or 7 weeks, they are going to have to work with a little bit of a limited roster due to Samuel Womack's injury and his being placed on IR. They do expect him to come back in terms of Samuel Womack, but we're just not sure right now in San Francisco when he will be able to return. So there you have it. Take it all for what's worth. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. If you can do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and then, hey, last but not least, make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the updates right here on Inside the Farms with Jack Hammer. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk with you soon.